Okay, perfect. All right, we're recording. Thank you guys for getting on. This is so exciting. I'm really happy that we could all get on here and I get to see all of your beautiful faces, and I really wanted to just be casual. And so a couple of us are gonna focus on a few specific topics, and then we're gonna dive into like a Q&A. So if you're struggling with anything, if you're coming across issues placing orders, so forth and so on, we'll go into like a Q&A, and that way we can bounce ideas off of each other and stuff like that. So first off, I have some notes on my phone. So I'm gonna set this up, but see, this is how you work this business in a bed in a college house. But okay, so first off, for the month of January, the DM qualification is reduced, as we all know. So it's 3,500 QV for 1 month. So that's huge, because usually it's 6,000 over 2 months. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. Okay. So 6,000 over 2 months. So you can promote to district manager in 1 month, hitting 3,500 QV. And I'm going to make that look really simple. So say you order 1 kit and you find 5 other people to order a kit. So that's 6 kits total. And then all of those people find 1 friend to do it with them. And there you are. You're a district manager. And the average income is $500 to $1,500 a month. And you can achieve that by next month. Like, that is huge. So it's 12 kits total for the whole month. So say you find 10 people, then only 2 of those need to find friends. So don't be afraid to ask for referrals. And I feel like that's one of our hardest things, is to ask people for referrals, because like we don't want to step on people's toes, don't want to act salesy and stuff like that. But it's really, really simple. I always say, like, before someone starts the 30 days, I always say, if you have anyone that you know would love to do this program with you, maybe your mom, your cousin, your friend, your sister, you can be accountability partners, ask them to jump in and do it with you. And that's easy. There it is, their friend. And then they have an accountability partner. It keeps them motivated and it makes it more fun. So I just really wanted to touch base on that and paint the picture of how easy that it is to be able to hit that qualification and promote to district in 1 month. And we should be so thankful that Arbonne's doing that for us. And so not only us personally, like my goal is to hit 3,500 personal this month, just to re-promote. And I always try to hit those goals. But if you have inactive team members, reach out to them and say, like, look what's going on this month. This is huge. By the end of next month, you could be making an average of $500 to $1,500 a month. Like, can you imagine 1 month from now, like what that would feel like? That's amazing. Like, that is life-changing. So definitely take advantage of that. And do you guys have any questions or anything to touch on what I just said?
I have a question.
Yes.
So if like you sign someone up and they buy the kit and then one of their friends also gets a kit, do they get anything for like referring their friend?
So we have a really, really cool referral program. So you know how when you set up your orders, you set up those parties and put the orders into that party. So our referral program is, if you find 3 friends to do it with you, you would set up a party, and essentially they are the host, and they will get $375 worth of products for $90. So that's essentially a full kit for just $90. So, okay. I mean, yeah, they don't really get rewards for just finding 1 friend.
One person.
We always preach 3, because that's what you need to be able to access those host rewards.
Okay.
But I mean, even just finding 3 friends, like that's a mom, a sister, and a friend to jump in with you. And asking for referrals is really, really important, because you'd be surprised how many clients you can get from that too. So.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Okay. So now that we touched on that really fast, I have some notes on my computer, and I know that Chelsea and Chloe both wanted to say things too. But I really want to focus on social media, because a lot of the times we get stuck in this whole, like, all these screenshots are going around, and we get stuck in this whole, okay, I can screenshot and post it, and it's so much easier, and we're making it easier on ourselves. But you don't realize how easy it is to incorporate this business into your daily life and incorporate it into your stories. And so I really want to challenge you guys to be real and raw on your stories. And it's so easy for people to click through those screenshots like it's nothing. Like when I see screenshots on stories, I click right through them. I don't love to see it unless it's something like a really cool deal that we're trying to share. And even so, I always try to come on there and speak in person and explain the deal and say, like, look, I'm going to post a screenshot of the deal next. You know, always be real on your story and make it more attractive to people, because I really think that we get stuck in those whole screenshots and posting things like that, and it's easy for people to click through them. So sharing your shakes, coming on and talking, you don't have to go live. Like, I don't like to go live. You don't have to go live on Instagram, but you can make videos, you can delete them, you can re-record them. So I think that that's definitely my biggest tip and my biggest challenge to all of you is to fade away from those screenshots and be real on your stories. Chelsea, Chloe, do you want to add?
Yeah, people are following you for a reason. They want to see you using the products, you sharing the products, what you do with the products. Because I feel like Arbonne's becoming so popular now that people probably follow other consultants besides you. And if they see you like posting screenshots, they probably have seen the screenshots like 10 other times, and they're going to be like, okay, like I'm over this. Like, I don't want to see this. Like, I want to see them. So
Yeah,
that's what I have to add going off of that.
Yeah.
And it's like super easy. You're already using the product, so just take 2 seconds to post you using it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like one of my resolutions for 2020 was to stop aimlessly just scrolling on social media and stuff like that, because a lot of times you get caught in the trap of just like watching everybody's highlight reel and you're not doing any income producing activity. If you're just watching Arbonne, I know it's like I would fall into that trap a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be doing the work for yourself. You need to be posting the screenshots of things, but then also just going back and giving a quick review. You don't need to make it pretty or fancy. I just get caught up in that. Just get on, speak your heart. People notice that passion and that intensity in your voice, and that'll get their curiosity going, and then they'll become interested in what you do. Even if they're not right away, I've had girls come to me saying, I've been watching you for the past so-and-so months, and I'm kind of interested about hearing this now. So guys, a lot of times I would get discouraged and be like, oh, nobody's reaching out to me or saying anything. But people are always watching, and people are going to be curious about, why is this girl talking on her Instagram and looking crazy like this? Like, she must have, like, be super brave. Guys, we're no different from anybody else. I used to get super hesitant about posting on my thing, get super self-conscious. You have to be bad at Arbonne before you're good at it. So I know, like, a lot starting off, it's just practice. Just speak into your camera and post that shit. Like, nobody cares about, like, what you look like. Honestly, you probably look beautiful, and you're telling yourself you look crazy, but you don't. So get out there, post. If you're not at least posting, at least be reaching out, because if people don't know that you're in Arbonne, then they're going to be freaked out when they get a text and be like, hey, like, blah, 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 go watch this video. Nobody knows what you do. You got to showcase it. Like, look at major people like Avery Honeycutt, Annie Graft is amazing, but not to that level, but they're at least posting and they're showing like what they do. You might be like, my life's not interesting. Well, I bet it is to others because they're not in your shoes.
Right.
So showcase yourself, make it unique to you. Make IGTVs once you get more comfortable. They're so helpful. There's so many resources out there. Make use of it. That's what I have to say.
I love it. I totally agree.
People are definitely watching. So, Kara, you joined, when did you join? May, right, of 2018?
Yes.
Is that when you joined?
Yes.
Okay, so I joined November, so that's like 6 months later. And I followed the entire time. I actually was the one to reach out to her. I was watching her the entire time. Like, people are watching, so don't be scared.
Yeah, also bouncing off of Chelsea's a few things that she said that I loved. So income producing activities don't always have to look like posting on your story every single day. Like, yeah, incorporate it. And, you know, I don't want to throw up Arbonne all over our followers because it can be overwhelming and you don't want to be that type of person, but really incorporating it. So we always say 3 posts for every 1 Arbonne post. So, you know, what you're doing today, you at the gym, like stuff like that. Stories, it's a little different, but if you're posting on your feed or on your Facebook, that's definitely something that I would follow, is 3 regular everyday posts to 1 Arbonne post. And income producing activities don't have to be you posting on your story all the time. It can be, hold on one second. It can be you commenting, even just forming relationships with your followers. So just commenting on their pictures, like, oh my gosh, you look beautiful. Like, I love that you're traveling. Like, where are you? Like, just starting conversations and forming those relationships, because then they'll be more comfortable reaching out to you if they are interested. So that's definitely an income producing activity that we don't ever think of. And then also reach outs. So I remember my first year of Arbonne, I promoted to district in my 2nd month, and I sat at district for, I think a little less than a year, almost a year before I promoted to area. And the way that I reached out to people was copy and paste. I could get it done fast. I got 50 people done in 20 minutes before bed, and I felt so good about it. And I never, ever, ever got responses. Never did. And I was like, what is happening? Like, why won't anyone respond? No one wants to talk to me. And I started to realize that if I were receiving these DMs from someone and it's like, hey girl, like, look at my story. You see what I'm doing Arbonne. You want to try? It's so obvious that it's copy and pasted that I wouldn't ever reply either. We really have to focus on composing our reach outs directed at the person. So start a conversation, recognize like, oh my gosh, like, how's school? I see you're having a really good semester in nursing school, so forth and so on. Start those first couple sentences addressing what they're doing in their life and showing interest in their life, and then bring up like, oh my gosh, like, I really think Arbonne would be a great fit for you while at school to incorporate in your busy life and make it easier to eat healthy, or make it easier to make money from your phone while you're busy with school. So I think that we definitely need to fade away from those copy and paste reach outs and make them more personal towards our people. And then something I also found really, really helpful was the voice memos. So they're scary, and I'm really bad at sending them because I always slip my finger and end up having to send like 10. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But it's a really, really good way to catch their attention, because someone's going to look at your DM and be like, why did Kara just send me a voice memo? Like, what is this about? They're going to listen. They're not going to ignore it. They're going to listen. And it's so much easier to ignore a long paragraph and just swipe out than it is to ignore a voice memo. So that's also another way that you can show your passion in your voice and show that, kind of like, I'm a real person. Like, this is me. You know me from Instagram, but like, here's my voice. I'm real. Like, I love this. This is what I want to share with you, and I want to help you out. So I definitely recommend using those. And I find that I've never had anyone that I've sent one to reply. I've gotten no's, but I've never, ever, ever had someone that I've sent one to not reply. So I've had 100% success, and I would definitely encourage you guys to do that too. All right, Chelsea, Chloe.
Just a heads up real quick. If you've never sent a voice memo on Instagram before, it like automatically sends.
Yeah. Unlike
when you do it over text, you can like listen to it first. So just like be sure you know what you want to say, because it will automatically send.
Yeah.
Because
I learned that the wrong way. I sent one. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, didn't mean to send that. But I mean, we're real. We're real people. We're not just salespeople for Arbonne. Like, we're real, and we really do want to share this with everyone else. It's a gift. So those are my tips. Chloe, Chelsea, I don't know if you guys had anything else, or anyone else, if you guys want to pop in.
I just wanted to talk about like going half-heartedly into this as a consultant, or just going like all in. So when I first started out last year, obviously Chloe was super good, who's my upline, was good at like laying out everything out for me, telling exactly what I need to do. And like the first month, obviously I was like, all right, let me try to rush into this, blah, blah, blah. And then I started getting discouraged, because obviously I was getting left on red by a lot of people. That caused me to kind of step back, and you're like, I'll just work it when I want. I'm going to focus on doing other things and being like irresponsible, basically. So this year I realized, not even this year, like a few months ago, I realized how much, and I still don't even know how much this business has to offer offer. Following these ladies on social media that are literally rich at the age of like 22. And I know that's all like what we want. It just helps to like paint my vision more clearly. So I encourage you all, like on this call, create a vision that is so big in your head, and your uplines will help you with that. Well, I'll help you. But just think of like the things that you could do with the money that you have from this business, the lives that you can change by talking to people. If you ever have a second thought in your head about reaching out to someone saying, I don't know if they'll be good at it, you're not all in. You got to be all in. You have to think of this business as a blessing to somebody. These products are a blessing to someone's body, to someone's family. You might help someone's illness. Guys, we are here to be like life changers. The products are freaking insane. Like, they're amazing. They're life changing. They taste great. Just talk just talk offhand about them. Think about the first time you tasted a fizz stick. Talk to people like that. Like, oh my gosh, it was so amazing. Like, you're just talking like your mom or your sister. You don't need to be all formal. People hate that. Be yourself. That's what people want to see. And like I said, we could all be in Maui 2021 next year. Literally, even just being at a consultant level right now, you could be in Maui in 2021. I mean, I haven't been to Hawaii, but it looks beautiful. And I don't know who else wouldn't want to be there, like, at this time next year. You're like, I don't know. Like, think about how many people would be like, dang, she leveled up. Like, what is her life? Like, think about how many people that you could bring with you. Guys, we're not here to be mediocre. We're here to be life changers. And you're here with a purpose. So start doing your part, okay? Like, work all in. Literally, go freaking all in. This is what we need. We need younger people. Like, Courage Nation, like, most of us are not in our 20s. Like, this is only a small portion of us. So literally, Ashley has said to us before, like, we are the future of Courage Nation. We need to be adding people to our team. People are going to be following us because we're cool or hip, like, whatever. I guess we're millennials. I don't really know. But this is what people want to see, guys. Think about, like, all your friends who are, like, struggling with money, stuff like that. How many people need this business? And the number one excuse you're going to hear from people our age is money. But actually, we live way more extravagant lives than our parents did at our age. So it's really not an excuse. You got to break it down for people and almost like spoon feed people, kind of exactly like, here's the breakdown of how much this costs. Here's how much you'll save. Be persistent. Don't accept no as an answer. Literally ask, like, what are your hesitations? Why are you saying no? You might be bugging some people. Who gives a crap? This is what matters. This is what's important. And if you don't bug the shit out of people, then you're not doing your job, because you want to get to the next level. You want to have a fat stack in your hands for your paycheck each Tuesday. If you miss a Tuesday paycheck, I literally was like, holy crap. I look back at, like, the past year of how many Tuesday paychecks I missed, and it literally made me sick. So this year in 2020, I encourage you all to not even miss a single Tuesday paycheck, even if it's literally for like $6. Okay? Get your butt going. That's all I have to say.
Preach, girl.
I was just going to talk about Vision 2, and I don't know, is everyone going to the beach retreat or planning on going? If
I'm not, but
yeah,
I ain't good at anything.
But if there's, like, one thing that I could, like, suggest, it would be to go to that, especially if you can't go to Vegas or whatever. Last year when I went there, that was like such a game changer. And like, after that, that's when I, like, was doing my best, and I was, like, bonusing some in district, and that was pretty dang nice. And then I kind of, like, fell off the wagon a little bit, but I just want to say one thing that they really talked about there was vision, and that, going off of what Chelsea said, like, you have to be crystal clear on what you want. And I actually brought out some of my notes from the beach retreat. So, like, one thing they said, that vision plus belief plus activity equals a successful business. And you have to, one, you said yes, so you believe in this company in one way or another. So you have to, like, fully believe that this can happen for you. So the more you believe, the more you can do. When you have the vision and determination, you can do anything. And then one last thing I wanted to touch off of that was, like, be urgent, and also personal growth is such a big part. that can like help your mindset and everything. And in this business, mindset is 80% of it. And one thing that is, anyone have a Start Your Journal? It's by Rachel Hollis.
I do.
Yes. No.
I love it.
Do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what it is, if you don't have it, it's so it's like 10 years, 10 dreams, one goal. So it's like talking about like who you want to be in the next 10 years and like the kind of person you want to be and like how you want to be treated, and are you going to have a family and like this and that could really help you with like your vision and where you want to be as well. So if you don't have one of those, you don't have to buy like the actual journal that Rachel Hollis has. You can literally do it out of a notebook, but I like the journal because it's cute to go along with. And then another thing, that if you feel stuck and don't really know what to do in like your daily routine and stuff, I'm pretty sure this is on the website Ashley's talked about before, but it's the daily methods, and it talks about like everything that you should be doing every day, and you can like fill it out and with an expo marker if you laminate it. So I highly suggest, if you don't know where to start and like if you just feel in the position where you feel stuck, I'm just reminding everyone that we do have this and to utilize it because it really does help.
Yeah, I believe that might be on our website, and if not, then I can send a link or picture.
I think it is too.
Yeah, I think so too.
But that's just what I wanted to touch on today. Keep it short and sweet.
Yeah. I mean, we always talk about our why, and if your why isn't big enough to make you cry, like, and bring tears or goosebumps to your body, then you're not ready. And so for like the first year and a half, like, I never knew my why. I was like, what do you mean? How am I supposed to get like goosebumps or like bring tears to my eye? Like saying my why, and I'm not even going to tell you guys my why because then I'll just start breaking down. I don't want to talk about it right now, but seriously, like, you need to find your why, like whether it's, you know, like supporting your family or for health reasons or being able to help out like a family member that's in, you know, poverty, whatever it may be, or helping children who are poor, starving, whatever it is, find it and use that to motivate you every single day to be a step better and do one more thing. So
one thing going off of that is that like I've heard people say this multiple times, and it's when your why is strong enough, the how will figure itself out. Mm-hmm. You get there one way or another. Don't worry about how you're gonna get there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So to add off that.
This call's awesome, guys. Like, look at us. This is 2020, and we're already starting like an awesome team call.
I love it. I'm so happy. It's so fun seeing everyone. But feel free to take your guys' computers off mute and ask any questions or tell us your tips, because I know that everyone does this a little bit different, and we're all really successful. So feel free. I don't know if you guys want to ask questions, or we can just hang out and chat and vent a little bit, whatever it may be. We're all in our 20s and going through the same thing. So
sticky notes are key. Yeah. I don't know why I put it off for like a few months, and honestly, to be honest with you, this is my first month doing it, and I'm already like getting close to like my goal. Yeah. So if you're seeing it every day and it's right there in your face, you might be like, oh, it's so much pressure. No, it's just a reminder to push you along and be like, come on, girl, like, get on your phone, do some reach outs, call this person, talk to this family member, or maybe you're in the gym and you just see somebody and you feel compelled to go up and talk to them. I know it might sound weird, but it actually helps. Yeah. And you might make a connection that changes your life. So
I mean, personally, I love sticky notes, and I have them all over my mirrors in my room, to the point where people like come over for our parties and are like, Kara, like, why are you telling yourself you're an inspiration? Like, what does QV mean? And I don't care. I'm like, look, I'm going to go, and, you know, you'll be cheering me on when I'm driving my Mercedes, and you'll be asking me for rides. So I don't care. But
hell yeah.
Shoot, what was I just going to say? I lost it. It'll come back to me. Hold on, let me think.
Yeah, I have like every like 500 leading up to 10,000, because my goal is to go into area qual. But you know, like, it motivates you wanting to rip those off. You're like, what more can I do to rip off the next one?
Yeah, I agree. Oh, this is what I was gonna say about going up to someone in the gym. I think I heard this from Annie Graft, but it was something that like really touched me. Was wake up every single morning with the thought in your heart and your brain that like God is putting someone in your path today that you're going to change their life. So that way you live your life and you live your day like looking for that person. Like, where is that person God's putting in my path today? Like, who can I change? Like, whose life can I change today? And whether it's someone that you really want, you see at the gym and like you see they have a shaker bottle and you want to go start conversation with them, or someone in the gluten-free aisle at the grocery store, or someone sitting next to you in class. But seriously, like I wake up with that mindset every single day. And I was in class the other day and we were doing like one of those stupid icebreaker things. And the lady started talking to me about how like she's coming back to school for her 3rd degree and she's like doing like a midlife crisis, like career change, and she's really interested in doing nutrition. And I was like, oh my God, like now's my time to shine. Like, have you ever heard of Arbonne? And she was like, I've heard of it, but I don't know a lot. And I was like, oh my gosh, like text me, here's my number. Like, and she's going to do it. And so like, if you wake up with that mindset every single day, like someone is going to be in my path today that I'm going to change their life, it opens your eyes to those people that you can approach and gives you a little more confidence to do so too.
That's awesome.
And when you start looking at this business as just like money and numbers and stuff, like you have to start looking at it as the lives that you're going to change, because that's what makes it so much more real, and what will motivate you so much more to do those type of things, to step out of your comfort zone, to talk to people.
I love it. So do we want to come up with like a challenge for all of us to do? Like we can make it fun and text in our group chat. Like
that's awesome.
What do you think? Like I really love the conversation. So like I always say, I try to have at least 5 conversations a day, and that's not only just reaching out to someone, like that's not a conversation, them responding and us engaging like back and forth is a conversation. And it doesn't even have to be over the phone. It can be in person. So I really, really like 5 conversations a day. And I think that that's a huge income producing activity, is having those conversations. And it doesn't always have to be about Arbonne. Like you could, the most engagement I've ever gotten on my stories and with incorporating Arbonne was like posting stuff like recommendations on purple shampoo, or like, oh, this new hair dryer I got, and people engage and were like, oh, what's the kind of hair dryer? And then I'd post something with Arbonne, and then they'd start voting on that. And so like incorporating those stories in and having those other conversations, it really helps you form relationships with people and gain their trust. So I don't know, do we want to say like 5 conversations a day, or?
Yeah, and talk on your story at least 3 times a week.
Okay, I love it.
Come on, let's see it. You guys are
I really like talking on my story because I can delete the video, you know, and they have those like filters. Like I go on like this, I'm like, oh my gosh, and put some filter on and.
But
like,
Kara, you're good at it. Like you're so confident about it.
Oh, you don't even
like
know.
own it. Yes, you're good at it.
I hate it. See, you fake it till you make it. Like
nobody would ever know that you don't like it. Like honest to God, no one would ever know.
See, fake it till you make it. I hate it. It's the worst to go around. I'm like, oh God, here I got him. Here I go.
I stumble on my words, and then I'm like, screw it, I'm done. I give up. Like no, I can't.
I literally retake my videos at least like 8 times before I'm like, all right, here I'm just posting it. Like I don't care. Yeah, I don't think people really care either. It shows that we're real, and you know, like, no one loves it. So except for Chelsea, she loves it.
All right, so 5 reach outs a day or 5 conversations a day, and then talk on your story 3 times a week. Write it where you can see it each day. I believe in you all, and I'm gonna be so hyped when I see everybody talking on their stories.
Yeah.
I have a question. Has anyone done an IGTV?
Yes.
Wait, is that like live and then it saves, or you like do it separate and then you upload it, or like how does that work?
So when I first did one, I made it like on my videos in my camera roll, but I made it like, it was like 20 minutes long because I could talk to it in wall. But, and then it like is only allowed to upload to 15 minutes. So I had to cut like 5 minutes out and tweak it. So when you do an IGTV, if you're going to do it, everybody, and Chloe, make sure that you do it, like record it on Instagram, because it'll cut you off at like the 15 minutes, so you know like the time.
But then you can watch it.
And then you can watch it, yeah, and then you can pick like a first like picture that you like want everybody to see.
Add to your feed.
Yeah. And oh my gosh, you guys think that nobody's gonna watch your IGTV? Well, I went back and like watched one from like a few months ago that I had made, and literally like it was me and like this one girl Rachel who's on The Nation and whatnot, but it literally got almost 2,000 views. So guys,
awesome.
People are watching, and like I don't even have that many followers. So people are watching what you're doing. People are sharing it. People are going on their Explore page, Discover page. It's not just your followers that are going to see it. It's going to get to a large crowd. So keep doing what you're doing. Talk on social. Be active. Make it known that you're.
For the end of January, we're going to hold each other accountable to this challenge. Text in our group chat. When, you know, you can do it daily, like, okay, I got my 5 conversations down today, and hold each other accountable and be honest, like, okay, I didn't do it today, but tomorrow I'm going to do 7, you know, like really hold yourself accountable too, because this is going to grow your business. And I want everyone on here that's not a district and everyone on here that's a district to promote to the next level, because we're really going to take this and this year and crush it.
We're going to create Blanchard Region.
I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting. I'm so excited. But seriously, it was so fun. I love talking and seeing you guys. And we'll do this again, and we can change, you know, text in the group chat if you ever have anything that like you want to be trained on. And Ashley wants to join us, whether it's next week or the week after, and do like a personal training for just our team. And if you like, we all know she's the best person ever, and she's like unreal. Like she brings goosebumps to my body every time I hear her talk. So, but I love you guys, and good night, and go do those 5 conversations, because I'm going to go do it right now. So
heck yes. All right. Love you guys.
All right. Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.